What's up everybody, this is Boywithafishtank, and today I'm bringing you a new video. And this video is going to be on my African cichlid tank. And what you guys probably noticed here in the start is that a lot of fish are missing, and indeed they are all missing pretty much. And I'm really frustrated because one day I just woke up and a lot of my fish were dead. I didn't see them anywhere, and I found them behind the rocks and things like that. And those fish included the Kenyai and the Frontosa and the Venustus and a lot of Arotis cichlids as well, which was really sad. It's about a couple of days ago, actually I think it's a week ago, I can't really remember, but it was a pretty long time ago, and I was getting really frustrated because a lot of the fish died and it was really sad and stuff like that. You know, I lost my favorite fish like the Frontosa and all the things like that, but my theory with what happened, of course I didn't see what happened because you know, I was apparently sleeping at night at that moment where something happened in this tank. And I do not think that it's the amount of nitrates in the tank, because if that was the problem, then the rest of the cichlids would die as well. And they didn't. And I also looked after if there was some problems with nitrates, like tested water, and I did a huge water change, and you know, I tried to see if there was any symptoms on the fish, you know, with bloated gills or red gills or fast breathing or anything like that. But there was no sign of stress, only signs of stress to the point where they were afraid of something. And what I think happened was that my Venustus cichlid was getting rather large, and when Venustus cichlids get older, they actually get a lot more aggressive. So my theory is that because the Venustus got so big, he wanted to challenge the Kenyai cichlid. And as you guys know, Kenyai cichlids are really aggressive. Like they're just some beasts. They're absolutely horrifying. But actually I think that he might have been challenging the Kenyai, and that way he has tried to intimidate him by getting a lot more bright colorations. And if you have noticed in my latest videos, you'll actually see that the Venustus cichlid has gotten a lot more blue coloration on his face and on his fins, more than usual, which kind of intimidates the alpha male of the tank, which was my Kenyai. So what I think happened was that you know, the Venustus tried to challenge that Kenyai, and he would try to kill him so that he could get in the top of the hierarchy, because you know, that's what cichlids does. What I think happened was that well, when I woke up that morning, I couldn't find my Kenyai cichlid, and I couldn't find my Frontosa either, so that was kind of strange. So I tried looking everywhere in the tank, see if they hide it somewhere, and both the Frontosa and the Kenyai were dead. But my Venustus was for some reason still alive, but he had a lot of really nasty wounds on him. He had trouble swimming around, so he was kind of standing in a corner, trying to keep out of any contact with other fish as much as possible. So he just stood there in the corner, and you know, I thought he might have been able to recover, but he didn't. He actually died 2 days after, where he suddenly began to get some swim bladder problems, and he actually just died immediately. So I think the reason the Frontosa actually died was because the Frontosa's territory. Now we gotta look at an ethological point of view right here, because we gotta look at some of the territories of the fish and see why that fish was involved in the whole fight sort of thing. So underneath this rock right here, there's first of all a really big cave, and the Frontosa actually likes to keep himself around this area, like underneath the cave, and to the right over here and to the left here. He got some pretty huge territories on the bottom, very close to the sand, and he would keep patrolling that area. You can check my earlier videos, you'll see that he just darts back and forth right here. That's what he does constantly. Either that or then he stands still behind a plant or something like that. But the reason he didn't really move out in the open, the Frontosa, was because his territory is here, and also because Frontosas are generally pretty shy fish. But his territory was right here in the back. So the Kenyai, of course, keeps himself out in the open, but my Cichlids sort of defense mechanism is that they actually just hide underneath this rock right here. So I think that the Venostus tried to nib at him, and you know, he went under here, and the Frontosa was there too, and you know, the Frontosa is rather big, so he was maybe getting intimidated by the Frontosa as well, so he got really stressed that he would just strike out at everything that was around him. And you know, that's my theory, at least, because and one thing that really wonders me is that how the catfish didn't get hurt that way, but I don't really think they get very intimidated by these guys. You know, my Synodontis catfish are doing really well. They are obviously my favorite fish in here. They're just awesome. My other one is actually hiding underneath the cave that I was talking about, and that you can see right under there. I don't think he's hiding there. Where is he? Where did he go? Anyway, you know, they hide under that cave often, pretty often. You can see I still got one of Rose's fry left, but all the other ones died. I also think they intimidated you know, the Kenyai, so the Kenyai was just trying to defend himself as much as possible, and the Venostus as well, so they were kind of having a really huge you know, fight in here, so that was kind of a disaster strike. And I'm actually really sad that that happened, because I lost a lot of Cichlids, but I'm definitely gonna get a lot of new Cichlids. But right now I'm trying to see if the fish will calm down, see if you know, they will you know, they will sort of adapt to the new hierarchy, because now the whole hierarchy has changed. You know, the biggest fish that is in here right now is you know, the alot, and he doesn't seem even to be the one that is in the top of the hierarchy. It actually seems to be this Arotis meal right here. So I actually think that it will change a lot, and I wanted to change before I put any new fish in, because else it's just going to be the same problem over and over again, which I really don't want to happen. So that's what I'm trying to do. I hope that will sort of, you know, I can actually make that happen, you know, putting some new Cichlids in here without them being totally teared apart. But we'll see. I will definitely do that. And yeah, that's basically the next thing I'm going to do with this tank. So I'm actually trying to work on a new aquarium science, which is chemistry, and I'm trying to see if I can make one next week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in another video.